Dear graduating class of 2020. No, that sounds dumb. Webster's Dictionary defines school. No, way too cliche. Just start with something normal, like you're talking to them. Start with something you've always said to them. You will be the first. It's the reminder that I would always give you. That you will be the first graduating class ever from Joan Cardinal Schubert. 9 out of 10 times it was said with an inspiring purpose. Wow, the first grad class. What a legacy. What an amazing group to be a part of. The 1 out of 10 times it would be said in a more lecture-y type of way. Like, you will be the first grad class of JCS, so stop taking selfies while I'm trying to teach. The first graduating year at JCS wasn't the only thing that made you special. In the middle of your high school careers, you all came from different schools, with your own individual stories, and with time, you became a part of each other's stories. You arrived as strangers, not knowing that the connections that you made with the people here would transcend the walls of this building and last a lifetime. And just like you, we know how much those connections meant. The support that gave you joy during your successes, and the support you needed during the losses. That was another first you got to experience. The movement to online learning due to a global pandemic. Not the most ideal situation. Sure, you could show up to class in your pajamas now, and you didn't have to climb 3 full flights of stairs every 80 minutes. Seriously, why am I out of breath each time? But inevitably there were tech issues. A weak internet signal, and it turns out, learning to graph polynomial functions online is a lot more difficult than learning TikTok dances. Maybe the number of emails overwhelmed you, or the lack of routine killed your motivation. I know that some patterns are harder to break than others. And like a drawn-out Netflix series about tigers, you wanted this online learning to be over before it got any crazier. Why bring up these challenges? Rehash fresh wounds that don't feel like they will heal anytime soon. Well, although you will be the first to have had your graduation ceremony taken away, you will also be the first to have proven that nothing can stop you. That in the face of adversity, you rise to the challenge and adapt. As educators, our dream is to prepare you and guide you as best we can to survive in the real world. Does knowledge help with that goal? Absolutely, but so does grit and resiliency. Whether it is toilet paper shortages, global pandemics, or murder hornets, you have demonstrated that you have the strength to overcome anything that stands in your way. And this type of physical, mental, and emotional test is more valuable than any assessment on paper. So we hope that this isn't the last time that you solve the tough problems together, especially when you feel confused. You just don't know the answer and you're not sure where to start. And when you do find an answer, try looking at it from another point of view, because there will be people who view the world differently than you. While you might not agree with them, trying to understand them will make you better. We hope that this is not the last time that you build together, where the possibilities of what you can create are only limited by your imagination. Speaking of imagination, don't stop imagining worlds. Or for that matter, finding new, exciting, refreshing, and interesting ways to inspire our own. Never stop learning new ways to communicate with one another. When you speak with compassion, it doesn't matter which words you use. On the days you win, we hope you find a way to help others find their own successes. Because even mentors need some mentorship every now and then. We hope you don't stop discovering the world together and how the world works. there is still so much that we don't understand about it. And there's no better way than to discover it than with your friends, especially when you have the right companions. We hope that while working together, you're able to make the world a more beautiful place. Taking those small details into consideration can make a big difference. And when the world doesn't look so beautiful, we hope that it makes you grow stronger. Because each lesson, good or bad, will make you a better person than the one you were yesterday. In fact, the world can be pretty crazy sometimes. So don't let your time here be the last time that you express how that makes you feel. And no matter how hard things get, how busy your schedule is, or how serious a situation seems, always make time to play together. Because at the end of the day, you've made memories together. Some sad, and some silly. But these captured memories will have made it all worth it. Knowing what you have accomplished and what you will accomplish makes us incredibly proud. It brings us sadness to know that the time we could have had together in class was cut short. Yet it brings joy to know that you have grown into strong and capable young adults, and in one way or another, you will impact the world. For the lessons that you learned here will carry forward with you. So be confident in whatever you do. Strive to be happy and you will be. And no matter how bad things get, as long as it makes for a good story, you'll be okay. So on behalf of the teachers that have learned just as much from you as you have from them, thank you. As far as messages that we have to pass along to you, this may be the last. But when we think of a generation of students that was able to inspire and remind us that with hard work, strength, and hope, that anything is possible, you will be the first.